Hi, Daniel Romine again, and you may not know me, and I understand why, because no one watches my videos, and that's completely fine, because that's just the way it goes sometimes when you're on YouTube and you're not well known and you don't have any content. And I say that loosely about my videos because there is really no content to my videos. I mean, there's content, but there's no story or not. But anyways, what I'm saying is they're not very good. Boo-hoo, sob story, whatever. Start my 10 minutes here, my 10-minute Tuesdays. Alright, I got a few things I want to talk about. And, it's about Xbox. Xbox One. I know a lot of people said everything you can say about Xbox One and Microsoft's policies about DRM content, used games, and whatnot. I mean, there's really nothing I can say that you probably already don't know. But all I can say is give you a perspective. Microsoft was actually going to not let you use games. They were really going to do that. And now people are so forgiving about that. Like, oh, I'm so glad they went back on it. But do you realize that they were going to do this? They were going to screw you over. And it's not like they haven't screwed you over before. I've been through 2 360 consoles. And I don't play it that much. I've been through 2 consoles. And I barely play it. I don't move it. The system should be fine. But I'm on my 2nd console right now. And, you know, that should say anything. And not only that, it's not just about the way they're made. There's cheap labor into these parts. I've had a PS3. My first PS3, I've had that ever since I bought it. It's had one error message, and guess what? It still plays. You get a red ring of death, it's not going to work. It's going to give you that stupid error message, and you're going to have to either figure out what the code is, or you're going to have to send it to Microsoft to get it fixed. But don't get me wrong, I'm not a Sony fanboy. I love both consoles. I do like my 360. It's got Halo. It's got Gears of War. It's got... I like those games. And they're exclusive to that console, and that's why I have a 360, because they're good games. But I do have a Sony PlayStation 3, and I do play that more because I like Sony. I like what they do. I like their policies. I've always been around when PlayStation came out. At first, I wasn't even for it because I used to be a Nintendo guy. But anyways, that aside, it's pretty bad when you got Microsoft fanboys that they're diehard. I mean, diehard fans, great fans for the console, and they got to the point where they would put up with a lot of crap. When you have to pay for... Okay, for example, look at this. 2 controllers, right? We all seen these controllers 1,000 times. But do you really consider what you get with these controllers? Alright, this is out of the box. A PlayStation 3 controller. It's got everything you need. There's a recharger kit in, there's a battery in it. You don't have to pay for that. It comes with the system, and you even get a cord. Now, you have the you have the 360 controller. Now, the difference with this is you get a controller with the console, but you get this cheap you get this cheap thing with it that you put batteries in it. This is a rechargeable one. I don't feel like getting the original out, but you put 2 batteries in it. You have to buy this separate. You have to buy this separate. Something you need for gameplay, you'll easily go through batteries within, I don't know, a few hours? Do you really expect the players to actually buy batteries every few hours just to play games? No, you're not going to do that. Not when you know this is around, so you can recharge your controller. At least be courteous and give a wired controller if you're not going to send the rechargeable kit with it. This is $20 for something you should already have, something that Sony already does. This, I didn't have to worry about it. But that's why I say that 360 fans are getting screwed. The system is made crappy. They break down. They still break down. I don't know about the black ones. I got the arcade one because I didn't feel like buying a very expensive one because I'm not going to be using that often. But I've had that break down. I hope they rectify those. I don't know if they have or not, but if they rectify those issues, that's great. You know, that's great for Microsoft. But you have to buy stuff like this all the time with Microsoft products. I mean, for 360, for the Xbox anyways. You have to buy the battery pack separate. You have to buy the wireless headset separate, but you have to use their wireless headset. But with the Sony PlayStation 3, you could use any Bluetooth. You know, they're purposely doing that so they can make extra cash. They don't have to do that. It's Microsoft. Bill Gates was the head of this company, one of the richest people in the world. It's not like he's gonna lose any money. I mean, he could have get 2 controllers and free. He could have get 4 controllers and free recharge packs. It wouldn't have hurt his bank account, not one bit. But no, that's how Microsoft makes money. But even though Microsoft did that, the fanboys stuck with them. They stuck with 360. Always against PS3. You know, 360's better online community. But you're still getting screwed. And then they try to go further with Xbox One because they're greedy. They try to go even further and say, we're not going to allow you to use used games. It almost makes me want to cuss, but I'm not going to cuss. I said I'm not going to do it. So, everybody got together. Everybody was saying, this is a bad idea, Microsoft. Don't do this. We won't buy your console. And they are still going to do it. Regardless of what people said. They even had people who work for the company saying, we don't care. Tough luck. It's the future of gaming consoles. You don't like it, don't buy it. And guess what? That's what they did. The pre-sales came out and they noticed that PS4, and even PS4, Sony knew it. They knew it. They were making fun of them, poking fun at them, saying about the used game thing, you know, how do you use used games on PS4? You just hand it to somebody? They knew it. Sony's got them. They got them. And the pre-sales probably really showed that. And then that's when Microsoft turned around. Not because of the fans, not because that's what the fans wanted. They turned around because they knew they were losing money because they were selfish and greedy. And I have nothing against Microsoft. Almost everything that I got is Microsoft. You can't avoid it. I love the company. I just... don't forget this. I mean, if you're a gamer, don't forget Microsoft was going to do this. Don't brush it off like it's just some thing that companies, is just a mistake that they rectify. They were going to do it. But I wanted to get that off my chest. And it's pretty bad that if you have a hardcore fan base and they even went against you, that is bad. That's really, really bad. Don't be fooled. I mean, if if Xbox One is a great console, even the name's not even that good. Xbox One? Why one? Shouldn't the green Xbox, the black Xbox, the original Xbox be Xbox One? Just like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3? Where does Xbox One come from? I mean, we had 360, and now we got one? I mean, if they're trying to say that it's a step back, I mean, that sounds like it's a step back. This has got to be my mad rave. I tell you what, it's got to be my mad rave because, wow. I'm so glad I stuck with Sony, and I've always stuck with Sony. The only time I did not stick with Sony is when they had that huge $600 price tag, and they're being greedy saying that, oh, we're selling every single console. Nobody was buying it because nobody can afford $600. Why do you think the consoles of PlayStation 4 are cheaper now? They know they made a mistake, but they're making up for it hardcore with the next console. They're doing everything that they can to support what gamers want. For 8th generation too late, or in Sony's case, the 4th generation of the console, it's a little late, but at least they're doing it. And they didn't do what Microsoft did. Microsoft, wow. Wow. That was bold. That was beyond bold. Oh, Microsoft. I hope you have a lot of goodies. In my personal opinion, chances are you'll never see this. Nobody watches my videos anyways. But if you're watching this, if you're a gamer, or if you're part of Microsoft, take my advice. Don't do what you did on the 360. Give some stuff away for free. Don't do the recharger pack thing. Don't be selling these for like $20 extra. Have them in the controller or with the controller. Just small stuff like that is going to help your case. Because, I don't know. You're a corporation. You're smarter than me. That's what you want to say. That's what you're trying to appeal to. I'm in a suit and I got a nice car. And I run a company. I'm smarter than you. So if I say it's that way, it's that way. I'm sorry, but the consumer should be your priority. The consumer. Not your wallet. Because guess who puts money in that wallet? The consumer. Well, there's really nothing more I can say, honestly. I mean, just like I said, everybody said anything about Xbox One and between PS4. There's nothing more I can say. There's nothing more I can tell you except for the simple fact is don't forget what Microsoft tried to do. And if this video got banned because I say that because of Microsoft, you know what? That would be wrong. And I doubt that will happen, but that would be wrong. Just because it's my opinion. I'm not against Microsoft. I'm not saying boycott Microsoft. I'm just saying don't forget what they did because they got a lot of ground to make up for those stupid little mistakes. This has been a cycle. They've been working their way up to it. Now, if you excuse me, I'm not going to play PS4. I'm not going to play PlayStation 3 or 360. I'm going to play some Sega CD. How about that? Some Sega CD.